it's like dance music, but it's made for, it's like a jamming, like rhythm. It's loud, like it's the bastards, but we make it so
box to it.
Yeah. You know how you've got like motivational dance music.
Yes.
It's sounds like dance music.
Yes.
Well, ours is like that rhythmic, but it's guitar music.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. And it's hard to explain, but that's kind of the greatness of it.
Okay. Boxing music.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really cool.
We never really say that, but that's, to be honest, it's got to be good in the gym, you know?
Yeah.
It has to be good. We want it to be something that you can, and sort of your mind goes to a good place, even though it's kind of music.
I'd love to hear it, some of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got.
But anyway, and the other thing's the cover band, and that's just really
Titanics.
Yeah,
Do you play K-San?
Yeah.
Really? Do you?
I know.
That's one cover song that I love. I don't mind a good cover band and stuff like that, but that would be one song that if I was a cover band, I'd be like, I'm not playing K-San.
Oh mate,
Do you like it or?
Well, here's the thing. I hated cover bands my entire life. It's more like, dude, I'm too cool for cover bands, bro. Look at these cover bands. But now my trick is, hang on a minute. If you make the trick to sound exactly like the record and even sing like, there's my, it's like all I care about is women dancing or girls dancing, if people are dancing
and drinking alcohol,
it instantly fills me with happiness.
Yeah.
So, and K-San's just one of those at the right place.
People love it, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, at those venues.
Okay, I ask you.
Okay.
Well, this is different. I ask myself and all the friends I know, would you go to a cover band night and dance to K-San? And would you end up dancing when was the last time that you danced in front of a cover band? There are people out there that do it all the time. I don't.
Yeah, well, I don't think I could. I don't know. It's a thing now because it's like cover bands. But then again, like if I was to go to a wedding.
Yep.
Or,
yes. And then you get let loose. And
that's probably when I dance in front of, but I haven't been to a wedding for a long time. So,
yeah.
But yeah, and I don't know if I'd dance to K-San because I don't really like
Yeah, right. You think you go,
oh, there's that bloody song again.
Yeah. Well, that's what I find interesting about the population.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people. They're like sheep in a way without being negative towards anyone. But yeah, it turns out there's a whole bunch of people there that just love to drink and dance to classics like Mustang Sally. We all hate Mustang Sally, but you play people Mustang Sally, it's like, oh man, people come out of the poker room. Yeah. And they dance. It's like, this song will never die.
No. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah. I think it's alcohol, to be honest.
Yeah. I'd agree. Alcohol definitely has a big part in it. Especially when you're sitting down and you're just like, after your maybe third beer and you like hear a song like Mustang Sally, you're like, Mustang Sally, and you start getting into it and you're like, all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying that.
That's right.
I'm supposed to be enjoying that.
Hey, where did you go to high school then? Or did you drop out at year 7? You get sick of these guys.
Yeah. Been like my father. No, he would have kicked my ass. I went to high school. I grew up in a place called Red Bank Plains.
Yeah.
You know that place?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my first 5 years of my life,
Red Bank Plains Plaza. KFC.
Yes. I used to go there when I don't eat KFC anymore. I'm a vegetarian, but that was the only place that used to have the bucket that spun around right up into the end.
That's true.
So I think it's only been in the last 5 years that they've stopped spinning around that big bucket.
What about the big diesel engine that was hanging in the middle of that field forever? Like,
yeah,
that's gone now.
Yeah, because it's all
Red Bank Plains,
and it was it was one of those places. I finished school in 93. I went all the way to year 12, and it was full. It was a full-on place. Like it's a low socio-economic community. So and my mum was a single mother, and so there was that kind of class of people. I shouldn't generalize or anything like that, but going to school was always an adventure. Like there was fights all the time, and you know, there was the segregation between the Indigenous and the Samoans, and you know, then you had the white Caucasians or whatever, like in trying to fit in, and yeah, it was a bit of a scary place. And I suppose, you know, like I hung out with the druggies behind art. That's
right. The ciggy smokers. Yeah.
Well, we had the ciggy smokers that sat at the back of the oval, but we were like the stoners in the, like right in the middle of the school is where we used to sit, and we had this. It was behind art under this rotunda thing, and we knew every Tuesday and every Friday at 1:00, one of our teachers would do lunchtime duty. And we knew 1:00 he was coming. So whoever wasn't, I don't smoke weed anymore, and just by the record. Yeah. But you know, whoever wasn't stoned as much as the other one would usually run away, because if you got stuck, you had to pick up rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah. So there was one of my mates, Jeremy.
How did you do it? My mates used to do it in a pen. They'd get a Bic pen.
We would just seriously just have a pipe. Like, we were just so blatant back in those days.
Isn't it ridiculous?
I know. And you think about it now, and I'm like, I think about my daughter. She's finished high school, and you know, I was strict on her, extremely strict on her, and I just think back about, you know, my actual upbringing.
Because of you.
Yeah, exactly. And I was strict.
You're not doing art. You're not doing anything to do with art.
You can't be one of those creatives.
Yeah.
But like we were just so blatant, and I remember I'll never forget walking through the school near where our group sat, and there was like a bunch of young grade 8ers, and they're like having this conversation. I happened to walk past at the same time, and they're like, "If you ever want drugs, you just have to go over there. They're the druggies behind us." I was like, "What are you talking about? That's so not true. Like, you got your facts wrong. You need to tell all your other friends." That,
because you were actually who they were referring to over there.
Exactly.
Damn.
So I didn't want that reputation, and I was like, oh, okay. So, but it made me who I am today, and you know, the friends that I had, you know, through that group, like you know, I'm still friends with some of them to this day. You know, so unfortunately, a couple have passed away because of drugs.
Oh.
So that's a bit sad.
Redbank Plains was tough.
Yeah.
Well, you would have had the same.
Well,
issue,
Rochdale
but worse.
and Underwood, same sort of.
Yeah, but I would say here I am whinging about Rochdale because it's 25 minutes from the city of Brisbane.
Yeah.
Whatever, 45 minutes from the Gold Coast. So we were kind of like, if we wanted to have fun, once we left school, it was like the Springwood pub, the Currabee pub, and like all the misery that, you know, we were sort of like, this is it.
Yeah.
So a night to the Funk Yard or Metropolis in Brisbane. Did you go there?
Metropolis was downstairs.
Yeah. And they closed it just as they created Powderfinger and Regurgitator. It was a big scene.
Yeah.
But anyway, what am I saying? Oh, yeah, that feeling of like to go out is such a mission.
Yeah.
Did you go out locally?
Well, we had Ipswich, and there was a place called Easy Street.
I used to play the Riverview Hotel.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We did it once a month there for a long time.
Too funny. Yeah. Well, I mean...
Easy Street.
I know. And it had...
I could just see the flashing sign.
Yeah, it had the... in the end, it was called Sleazy Street. So that was
perfect.
You know, what everyone's who's going to Sleazy Street tonight, and it was like that. You know, you either went there and you played pool, or you got pissed, or you know, guys tried to pick you up, and it was it wasn't a very nice place. And so, or you would go into Brisbane,
the Colenbrander Hotel. You would have gone there.
You know, that
up the highway.
Yeah, I actually went there a few times because I think, you know, bands or whatever would play there. Like more of the hardcore sort of bands used to play at the Colenbrander. I don't know if they
had
still
a stage.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Brisbane. Oh, what was that underground place that opened up at 9:00? It was in Mary Street, just up from Mary Street, and it was all. Like just all grunge.
Oh yeah, Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn.
Yeah, we played that all the time.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
in
Bull
your
Rush
Bull
actually
Rush.
had the record. We won the Queensland Rock Awards in '94, so which was and went to our heads too.
Yeah,
yeah. Speaking of competitions,
we won.
Oh, sincerely, our singer just went.
Was that at
wasn't
at
cool.
the Roxy?
Yes. Yeah.
I think I was there.
Yeah. Well, I had a few at the Roxy.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, well, you know, it was definitely great. It was really good. But yeah, Crash and Burn. We ended up playing there once a month for a whole year.
Yeah, that's
had
awesome.
The record, the last, we used to wank on about it, the record crowd in there.
Yeah.
Because the footy finished. But
yeah.
Wow.
We love that place. And
we'd probably say, you know.
I probably watched you.
Yeah,
I reckon I probably watched you just going, yeah, you guys are rocking.
Except for the rhythm guitar players. You guys are great. Okay, what about Feebles Junkie? Do you remember that band, Feebles Junkie?
I do remember that band.
You remember that? Do you remember a bass player wearing chicken feet? It was a funny time. Oh, well, the reason is the bass player from Feebles Junkie is Andrew G. from everywhere, like the narrator to Bondi Rescue.
Oh, really?
You know, Andrew G. or Andrew Gunsberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in that whole time, Andrew...
He had chicken feet.
Yeah. But, he was just like Again, Andrew G. You know what I'm talking about, right? You think of, what was that big Australian Idol? Wasn't he the guy that would interview everyone on stage?
Yes.
So when that was the first big show, so everyone sort of knows Andrew G.
Yeah.
But to us, we just grew up with him. He was in the other band, and you know, we'd always hang out. But he was sort of the goofball of the group. Like, he'd wear chicken feet, and everyone was like, "Dude, just don't put the chicken feet on, please, man. We're a serious kind of hippie rock band." And they were great. Yeah. But here he was wearing chicken feet. Anyway,
that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. But he ended up working in radio. He ended up going to Adelaide, working more radio. Just this very happy-go-lucky, personable guy. And now he's got, you know, LA radio shows and
that's awesome.
And through
everyone has a story, hey? Yeah. Everyone has a story.
Yeah, but again, just through being a great guy.
Yeah.
Never getting too dark.
Yeah. Chicken feet.
Chicken
really
feet,
cool.
the secret.
There's a guy that goes like to festivals and stuff, like heaps of Brisbane festivals like Harvest, and I've seen him everywhere, and they call him the Chicken Man. Have you ever heard of the Chicken Man?
No.
He doesn't actually wear a chicken suit, but they call him the Chicken Man, and he's like this big, giant, goofy-looking dude. And he that's how he introduces himself to you. He's like, "Hi, my name's the Chicken Man."
He does
but he's not in a chicken suit. And so, like, and now...
He doesn't do anything weird to chickens.
I don't know. He is weird-looking, and I just think... Like, every time I go to a festival
and everyone knows of him.
Yeah. Wow. You're like, oh, there's the Chicken Man. And he's just the weirdest-looking, tall, big... awkward-looking guy. It's not in a chicken suit, but yeah, that's...
Yeah, but I'll question what he does at home.
I don't want to know.
Like Paul the poo plumber.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it, Paul? Come on, please tell us.
Paul, tell me why you call poo.
Hey, I reckon. So, ACE Entertainment.
Yes.
Byron Bay Bluesfest busking.
Yes, Bluesfest busking competition, and I sort of...
When's the next one?
The next one is 2016, Easter time, and there is a Facebook page, the Bluesfest busking Facebook page, and we've also got Instagram as well. Check us out, follow us, and if you know of any unsigned up-and-coming artists that just want a break, we've got 2 categories, under 18 and over 18, and give someone a chance to be on stage. Last year we had, or this year I should say, we gave, I think it was 54 different acts the opportunity to play at Bluesfest, whether it was on our stage or it was a roaming busker. So it's a pretty good opportunity.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have anxiety about even getting the shows.
Yeah,
you know, so to force that person into that first one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I want to do this year?
What do you want to do?
And I want to do it with Cindy here from Buskers by the Creek.
Yeah.
And there's a few of us. There's about 5 of us. And you're in. Yeah?
Okay, I'm in. I don't even know what I'm in for, but I'm in.
What do you think of this? You're from Redbank Plains.
Okay.
Knock it all off your shoulders. Ready? By the end of the year, we do a 5-minute comedy stand-up routine at one of these open mic nights. By the end of the year,
I'm in.
Yeah.
I've already got my repertoire.
Have you?
I've got it sorted.
Yeah?
I tell really bad jokes.
Yeah?
That are just bad, but you have to laugh.
Right.
And you'll probably just laugh at me because I'm laughing at myself so hard. I got it. I've sorted.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Well, I think it's a great idea. Just get it out. You know, we've done it. You know.
All right.
What's next? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. On tape too. Gotcha.
That's too funny.
Thanks for coming in.
Well, thanks for having me. This has been fun. It was unexpected.
Yeah.
So, and I think I love that about life. I love,
Yep.
I was just told to come in and do a podcast. I've never done one before. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the trick is